not make long-winded light of it. We could have a meeting at 10 o'clock in the morning, we could have a meeting at 10 o'clock at night. There's only the people that are going to come. As you're aware, because you were there today, I attended the seniors meeting on my own personal time to do two things. To try to clarify some misconceptions that were, I believe, addressed at that meeting 2 weeks ago. But rather than take the floor and take their meeting and turn it into this meeting, I simply made it public that there is an election on Saturday from 2 to 9, 434 Route 10, what it was for. And if anybody had questions, they could either, one, come to tonight's meeting, and two, if they're not able to, because they don't want to go out at night, that I would stay after the meeting and answer any questions that they had. And there were a few people that came up to me and asked that question. A couple of them are here tonight. So, you know, as far as the statement that was on the fire company website, and I believe was also put on town's website, and certainly on the myhanovertownship.com, was to prevent what inevitably happened anyway. Somebody jumps on social media and starts spreading rumors. Why do we need another fire? What do they need 6 point? Again, we made our statement. We told people what we were doing and encouraged people to come here tonight, and we let them fly. We did ask our members, since they, yes, they're a member of the fire company or a member of the board, there's a proper forum and a proper place to address people, and it's not in the supermarket, and it's not on the baseball diamond, and this is where we wanted it to happen. So, I hope that answered your question.
You didn't answer the question why 3 days before the election you had this meeting. Why didn't you have it a month and a half ago?
Because this was the night that we felt it would be, it worked for us. Well, again, a month and a half ago would have just continued the rumor mill of circulation of what's going on. We had to pick a date. What's the difference between tonight and a month and a half ago? Why not question why are we having the meeting or the vote this Saturday versus last Saturday versus 3 Saturdays from now? It really comes down to timing. As Tom mentioned, we're up against the deadline. We need to find a place to go. There's a 60 to 75 day lead time from hopefully this referendum going through on Saturday until we can see the money. And then, as Freddie mentioned, you know, there's lead time to get the bids out, for the contractors to review the bids, for the bids to come back. Every day matters to us. So we could sit here and argue dates and times. What's the point? I think the general question or concern that most people had tonight was, what's the impact to me personally as a taxpayer? And I think Jennifer answered that as best as we can. With the unknown of the bond rates and the percentages. Look, it's going to cost you between $10 and $14, give or take. You can't go to McDonald's and feed 2 people for $10. Let's be honest about it. What do we spend on cell phones? What do we spend on other silly things? This is the safety of the residents of the town, and I think everybody's best interest up here is in just that, providing quality fire prevention and doing it in a safe environment. Let's all remember what happens when it rains and Route 10 from, you know, the train station down to Molly Malone's is underwater. Has anyone ever seen the pictures of our old firehouse, our current firehouse, with water up over the divider and water running through the bays? Another thing that, you know, we didn't mention, we're getting ourselves out of the flood zone. But again, that's old news. The building's there. We're past that. We're not here to talk about what was or what is. It's where we're going. And, you know, if the referendum doesn't go through, then we have to go to and figure out a plan B. As Tom mentioned, the current arrangement that the Board of Fire Commissioners had with the fire company We have no problem making our monthly note. We don't. But it doesn't get us out of and into our new building. So we can continue to sit there and speculate, well, why is that building there? Why isn't it being used? I heard they're going to knock it down. They're not knocking it down. It's a solid building. It just needs a little TLC and it needs some things to get done to it so that we can get in it and get past this and concentrate on some other things. Yes?
I don't disagree with all of what you're saying. You're very good salesman. The question I had before was, why has anything changed in the last 2 months that you couldn't have told us the same story 6 weeks early?
Nothing has changed. No.
Why didn't we hear about it 6 weeks early so that people could be informed as to what you're doing? You're doing a good job. They would be happy. If you're coming at the last minute, people think that there's something going on.
Well, part of it too is, there's limitations and timings of the advertisements that you mentioned and how long they have to be notified and how many times they have to be notified. So we could have had, you're right, we could have had the meeting the day after we decided we were going to go this process, but we didn't.
Okay.
So,
Also, the excuse that I've heard before is that people aren't available. I think that if people really aren't available, we reschedule the vote. So that people, voters can find out what's going on. I think you guys did a nice job of explaining some of the problems I've seen, the rumors I've heard, and that's good. But not most of the people in town know that. All they hear are the rumors. One of the reasons I'm here is trying to find out whether the rumors are valid or not valid.
right.
I don't know how many times I've heard that Starbucks is buying that firehouse. In fact, I brought a friend down the other day to look at the firehouse to see if he wanted to buy it. Turned out it was too far from his current business to take interest in it. But he was really talking on the side and said, what are we talking about?